Panthers Nation, what up, dude? It's Aaron Duncan here with the Necessary Blunt and Sports Star, bringing you another Panthers video. Going in the film room again today, but we're not doing the full all 22. There's been a lot of back and forth on Twitter and Panthers, whatever, because Joe Person, the beat writer for The Athletic, dropped a scathing article criticizing the Panthers offense, and he particularly called out the wide receiver DJ Moore, along with Baker Mayfield, of course, and some other things. And people are in an uproar because they're pointing all the blame on Baker. They'd be like, if you watch the game, you can clearly see it's Baker's fault. They showed the one play in the first quarter where Baker clearly overthrew DJ Moore, and Baker's struggles have been evident. There's no really dodging that. This dude's playing bad football right now. Obviously, there's different circumstances going around. They can kind of not justify or make excuses, but just give some reason why you understand the struggles. But nevertheless, this is the situation that the Panthers are in, and some of these excuses have to kind of go out the door if they want to turn this season around and make it a competitive one and possibly make a push for the playoffs. Some of you may think I'm crazy for talking about playoffs. We'll get to that in a little bit. But in this video today, we're going to go into the biggest struggles of what I think is going on, and that's third down conversions. I have every third down play from last Sunday's game versus the Saints, all 14 of them. We're going to go through that, and we're getting started right now. But before we get into the tape, I got to introduce myself one more time. I am Aaron Duncan. This is Necessary Bluntness. I do recap and analysis of the Carolina Panthers, including these deep down film breakdowns that kind of pulls the curtain back on what you may or may not see on the broadcast when we watch the game for the first time. So if you want to see more videos like this, live streams, reactions to the game, and all kind of different things, hit the subscribe button down below and the bell icon. The bell icon is going to make sure you get a notification every time I drop a video. Okay, so do that. So the easy thing to do is just simply put the blame on Baker, because his completion percentage is terrible. And when it comes to converting third downs, we only converted 3 per game, which is 30th in the league. The offensive line seems to be better than usual, so you can't blame them. Christian McCaffrey is actually still healthy and around, so you can't blame him being out for the offense missing a beat. And then we have a 1,000-yard wide receiver on the outside with DJ Moore and a spaz guy like Robbie Anderson as a wide receiver too. So it's easy to point the finger at Baker Mayfield. You wouldn't be wrong, because you can blame him, and you should. But you should also blame Ben McAdoo for the lack of creativity and being innovative when it comes to a play caller. Because the Panthers are 26 in the NFL when it comes to running motion pre-snap. Motion is a good way to get the defense in conflict, whether it's the creating matchups or freeing guys up for free releases or getting guys wires crossed. We don't see that much. You don't see many rub routes when teams are running man coverage, and then our wide receivers are struggling to win when they have man coverage opportunities. Joe Person talked about in that article with DJ Moore being 20th in the league when it comes to yards of separation. But some people push back. It's like, hey, we see other good receivers like Michael Thomas and other guys like that or having worse separation. But I'll say it's a different system, and those are different style of wide receivers. So it's not as simply black and white, especially with the small sample size of only 3 games. So some of these next-gen stats can be skewed, obviously, like I said, with a small sample size. But, of course, it's just the perfect storm of chaos when it comes to this offense, because when the protection is good, guys aren't getting open. And when guys are getting open and the protection is good, Baker Mayfield's airmailing them. Or when guys get open and Baker Mayfield is trying to make something happen, the offensive line blows it because it's third down and guys are doing twists and stunts and all kind of stuff. So like I said, it's a perfect storm of chaos. And I don't know. As much man coverage as you'll see on this tape from the New Orleans Saints, most wide receivers in the NFL would love to have this, because you just throw the ball up, take a shot. Being one-on-one is rare. Some of the people play zone because they're scared to get beat deep and stuff like that. And people just don't have enough corners around to be able to play man coverage. So guys will take advantage, and most perennial wide receivers in the league will eat up man coverage all day. But that seems to be the place where we struggle the most. So let's go into this a little bit more and see exactly what the heck is going on and who we pointing these fingers at. Let's go. All right, so let's go ahead and look at it. We got 3rd and 9 from the 41-yard line on the opening drive of the game. This is the first third down of the game. Let's look at it. It's a 3-by-1 set. Obviously, Laviska Shenault in the slot, DJ Moore up top, Robbie Anderson down here by himself. This formation with the tight end left, we have the running back in the backfield. Let's see what kind of play call Ben McAdoo draws up. Just at the snap, looking at some of these linemen's get-offs, it looks like it was a run play. Interesting. This tells me, and it ends up turning into an RPO, obviously, because of Baker pulling it, but this tells me that Ben McAdoo was thinking 4 down territory, and Baker Mayfield even alluded to that. So the call was, hey, let's get a little bit of something maybe and make fourth down something to think about and manage. But once you get in this little dead area, you can make a decision on if you want to go for it, if you want to punt. Baker decided to pull it and go to RPO, trying to go back shoulder to Robbie. Look at Robbie. The reason why you go back shoulder is because if you can't get by the cornerback on a go route or a vertical route, whatever you want to call it, to get by him, because he's playing too far upfield on your upfield shoulder, you go to the back shoulder, meaning you almost intentionally throw it behind him, create separation because his corner will never see it coming. Baker's thinking that. Robbie doesn't really make the decision to look back shoulder until it's too late. And it's just a miscommunication. Let's run that back one more time. I know this is an RPO because if this was a straight passing play, this route combination of a slant and a bubble wouldn't happen. It just wouldn't happen because these are short of the first down sticks. And DJ's kind of jogging off, running off. It tells me it's a run play. Look at the lineman downfield. This is definitely an RPO. It's just a miscommunication. Not really much to say about the protection there or anything because they're running a run play. It's an RPO. So look at from here. Not good. This next play is going to be a 3rd and 6. So it's a little different down the distance here. It's 3rd and medium, which is manageable in the NFL. It's not long, but you're still going to have to pass protect. It's obviously a passing down. We have 3-by-1 formation with the tight end to the short side of the field with the running back offset to that side as well. 3 wide receivers. Like we got Shy, DJ Moore in the slot, and Robbie on the outside. We're going to get man coverage again. The Saints, they love to play man and blitz. Again, you want to see a man beater on this. Many teams, they'll use a motion. They'll use a rub route here to create some space here. But we'll see what the Panthers go with here. Baker drop. This is a straight drop. DJ's wide open. I mean, not wide open, but that's definitely open for the NFL. He just misses him. You want to put that one on his numbers. Let's look at the route combination. Though. You got DJ Moore on an over route with some cushion here. Shy running the clear out. Robbie running the dig. I mean, deep over routes are pretty much a staple of the NFL these days. You try to beat these guys side to side with speed. Ian Thomas is double team. Shy's pretty much bracketed. He's clearing things out. Robbie's pretty much bracketed. DJ's the guy to go to. Or you could have hit Christian, maybe. Maybe. Not a terrible play call because you got DJ Moore pretty much one-on-one with what? What's half of a football field? 27, 28 yards of space to beat Marshawn Lattimore with speed. And he had a step. He definitely had a step. He just didn't hit him. Let's look at the back view and see what happens there. Because the pass pro looked good. Pass pro looked good. They only brought 4. Pass pro was fine. I mean, you can't blame the offensive line here. DJ Moore got some separation. I mean, not a ton, but look at that. It's about a step. And in the NFL, that's plenty. I mean, if you put it on DJ Moore right here, I mean, he can make that play. He's a strong catcher of the ball as far as, like, keeping it and not juggling it. Not good. All right, this is the first drive that Panthers put points on the board. This is the first third. I mean, this is a long drive. It's been a what? This ended up being a drive that ended in a field goal, 10-play drive. Everything else, that conversion is helping on first and second down. This is the first third down of the drive. It's inside the 30. This is crucial. This is 3rd and 10. We got shotgun again, excuse me. A 3-by-1 set. Robbie up top by himself. We got Higgins in this time and DJ in the slot. A little bit abbreviated split here. So let's see what happens here. Who are we going to blame on this play? Who we going to blame? Baker takes a drop. At the top of his drop, you can see Icky's already beat. So this is already going to be a disaster. But look, does he have anybody to deliver to on 3rd and 10 with somebody breathing down his neck? Higgins isn't even looking back. He's covered. Trimble's still running his route. He's covered. DJ's looking, but he's only 2 yards upfield. Robbie's hadn't broke yet. He's not looking. But Baker probably has another half a second. You could check it down to Christian, maybe, but he's not looking that direction. He sees his pressure in his face. He's seeing DJ right in front of him. So let's keep playing it. He does dump it down to DJ. It ends up being a catch and tackle for a gain of 2 on 3rd and 10. You got to bring out your kicker. Let's look at it again from this standpoint to see the protection. He just got beat inside. That's a move he's gotten beat by multiple times this year. An outside set coming back to the inside. Oversets, gets beat inside. Pressure there. That's on the rookie. We've seen him come up short on third down a few times, like the Browns game with that sack, the Giants game with that sack as well. I want to watch these routes one more time because you got Trimble running the out route. He's running the go route. DJ's running the curl and a dig right here by Robbie. What Robbie has sprung open? Maybe. That's a tough throw because the guy's right there covered. He's not really open, so not too many people open, and definitely not open in time before that pressure was to get him. I have to put that one on the O-line, but also it's tough. It's tough going right there. And this is the first time, like I said, we haven't got man coverage because usually, actually it is man coverage. Now I'm looking at it. Yeah, the Saints are going to play man. They pass it off. Good job passing it off. It's good defense by them, but you know what you're going to get from the Saints. They're going to show some stuff. They're going to play man, and they're going to be aggressive. They got to win. You got to win against man coverage, and the Saints just challenge them every time. I put this one on the receivers also, but definitely it's on Icky. It didn't really matter because of Icky, but receivers weren't really open as well. So that's another third down right there. We got to chalk up. Okay, here's the third play of a 3-and-out. It's a third down on that following drive. This ends up being a 3-and-out. This is going to be a 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5, so pretty medium, respectable. I told you the Saints are going to show some stuff and play man. They play a lot of man, but on third down, they're going to play major man coverage most of the time. At least they're going to show that. And you just got to be able to win in man coverage. Let's see what happens here. We have a bunch formation with Trimble, Robbie, and DJ with, looks like Higgins or Shy up top. I can't really tell exactly. Let's play it, run the play. Shy gets an outside release. Guys running with him. Maybe he has a half a step. DJ's double bracketed. Robbie's not really open, but look at Trimble coming through this first window. His window's going to be right here, but look at Baker. At the top of his drop, there's some pressure. Nobody really imminent about to get a sack, but they're there. And with a short quarterback, you got to keep them fairly clean for him to be able to function. That's just the downside of having a shorter quarterback. Let's run that playback because this release wasn't that smooth either by Trimble. He didn't get off the line clean. This is a little bit confusion here. Because we're going to have a dig, we're going to have a little underneath hot route, and we're going to have Robbie on the go. This guy did fade back, so maybe he does pay a little bit stronger, but it doesn't even matter. Baker Mayfield's eyes are down by that time anyway. He's getting sacked. One more time. Because there's a couple windows you can hit these little dig routes. As soon as he breaks, in the second window up here, or wait for him to come all the way across if you have the time. This would have been one of the times to hit Tommy right out of the break because everybody jumps on DJ, and as soon as he gets out the break, you would need to hit him first to prevent this guy from throwing the pick. So maybe if he anticipates the throw, but look, he kind of started retreating because he saw this guy screaming. He retreated maybe a little bit too premature, and you just got to stand tall. Sometimes you're going to get hit. Sometimes you got to stand down the gun barrel and deliver and just take it. It's just kind of part of being quarterback. So Baker needs to hang in there and hit Tommy right there. If he anticipates the throw it a little bit before that last frame that I threw. See, it's a window to get it right here. Maybe this guy makes a play on it, but I think that split second from that last frame I showed, he would have an opportunity. Got to be able to throw anticipation at times, but the offensive line, they struggle picking up this blitz, but there was an opportunity. Let's see what happened because they walked, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys up to the line of scrimmage. How many actually came? 5 actually came. This guy did a twist with a linebacker off the edge. I see why Baker looked down. The rush was coming, and he looked like he was almost coming free. But Christensen kind of got over there. But Baker retreated by then because he didn't see that he was getting picked up. So his eyes went down. Then he starts looking for somewhere to step up. Everybody else kind of collapsed the pocket, and it's a wrap. Let's try to see it one more time. This guy's going to twist. Greatly executed twist by the Saints. I got to give it to him. Because this guy's taking up 2 blockers. Christian's responsibility is the linebacker. Christensen tries to get back. Elfine also. Christensen gets put on his butt. It's tough, man. Got a punt here. Here's the first 3rd and short of the game. The Panthers in a pretty obvious run formation with everybody tightened down, even the receivers and 2 tight ends to the right. It's 3rd and 1. Not pretty, but Christian McCaffrey making chicken salad out of chicken doo-doo. See what happened. Ended up getting 2 yards out of that. I don't have no idea. Looks like it was inside zone, so this guy's going to be the read for Christian. Depending on where this guy gets blocked, Christian will read it. He's getting blocked outside. Not really much of a push. You just got to get forward at this point. And he does, lowers his pass, bangs forward. That's the first third. And if we did a pretty good job of running the ball. If we can get it to a down and distance where run is still in the equation, I think that will help. That includes, that means you have to be better on first and second down to make third down as manageable as possible. If you get it to a third and short, a third and 3, third and 4, third and 3, third and 2, third and short like we just saw, 31, you can still have the running game in the equation, and they know we want to give it to Christian. You can use that to your advantage. You can give him the ball. Obviously, he's your best player on the team, but you can also use play action and different things to open things up. Notice how I said this is the first third and short of the game. I've already showed you, 5, 6 plays, so it is what it is. They finally got a conversion. They're moving the chains. All right, here we go. Third and long, guys. Familiar territory for the Panthers, third and long. We talked about the numbers about the success and failures on third and long. Third and 11 right here. Balanced formation, 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Chuba Hubbard's in the backfield. This time, they're showing that blitz again, just like we saw, and it looks like they're lining up in man. The Saints are going to challenge you and make you beat them in man coverage. They're going to try to confuse you up front, and hopefully you can't get free. If they press, it's going to delay and throw off the timing. And when they blitz, hopefully they get home in time. That's their MO. This is what another play of them being in man coverage. I guess the last passing play we saw, they weren't. But here's back to man. I guess only one play they haven't run man coverage. That means you have to win. You have to get separation. And if they're blitzing, you have to do it quick. On third and 11, that's a tall task, but there needs to be senses of urgency from the wide receivers to win in time. So let's look at this play. They end up bringing 5 in that similar blitz. The twist with the linebacker coming that we just saw Baker get sacked on. He reads the hot read and throws it to Tommy Tremble right here, which is the proper read. Because Shy, you could have came to Shy. What does Shy do? Is Shy going to get enough to get 11? I don't know. But the hot read is always that closest man, which is the tight end. And like Robbie, DJ, they're still running their routes, but the ball is halfway gone already. Tommy gets it. There's a safety there to undercut him, but pretty good gain there. They only got 7 yards, though, on third and 11. It's field goal range. Matt Rule, he's sending out Eddie Pinheiro with the struggling offense. But look at the receiver routes, though. Look at Shy at the bottom. Good. Ooh. Shy turned Marshawn Lattimore around. Good route right there. Like I said, it's just something that's short of the sticks. So I'm wondering, why are these plays called? Is it because you're expecting blitz? Look at these other routes. BJ. No sense of urgency. The play was over by the time he made his break. Look at the quarterback. I don't know if he did seem kind of tired there, I guess. Robbie, not open anyway. Like I said, same thing with DJ. He wasn't turning around. The ball was gone. So I want to see a little bit more sense of urgency in the route running as well when it comes to the wide receivers. The protection here, they got the ball out quick. That's almost a holding right there by Icky. That's a bear hug. Cam Jordan not really doing much. I don't know who this is. Richardson, he's not doing much either with Corbett. Brady, good job washing him down. It's just a hot read. Got it out. Get what you can. Results in a field goal, unfortunately. But you got to have some winners on the outside as well. So a lot of blame to go around. A lot of blame to go around. All right, it's third down. We're in the kind of that no man's land. It's 3rd and 6. You're a little bit on that edge of field goal range right now. It'd be a 58-yarder from here. Even though it's 3rd and 6, it's probably 4 down territory. So keep that in mind when they're running this play. It's 3rd down and medium, 3rd and 6. They decided to go with the run, even though with the stacked line of scrimmage, there was actually some room. Christian only got 2. Like I said, this is 4 down territory. That's what I'm thinking from this call. We'll look at the 4th down play after this, just because this is a 4 down territory. But some twists and stunts up front. Looks like they were running the zone. You can't let somebody cross your face in the zone. That's kind of the rule of thumb. He crossed Elfine's face, even though Tommy was coming around to save. But that throws it off the track. This guy, he beat Brady Christensen across. This is not good. This is not good. It's not good. Because if zone, you're going down, 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 down. But when they twist, things get a little complicated. And that's what happened. You got a lot of free runners in the run game. You only end up getting 2 yards on 3rd and 6. Not good. All right. Oops. Sorry. Let's run it. Okay. Short motion. This is probably the first motion we've seen on third down. More teams use motion than the Panthers, and they don't use much at all because it creates some confusion for the defense. It makes them talk, makes them think. Giving them a lot of things to think about is a good thing. It keeps them off balance. Being stagnant and lining up at just running plays vanilla is to their advantage. But this is some short motion, but it's twin wide receivers to the left. You got two tight ends to the right, running back to the right. Short motion by DJ for a crossing route. Baker has time. Tries to step up and force it, but it just ain't it. I'm not a big fan of this play call because, like, who's winning? You got one route running past the sticks, two routes, three routes, I guess. DJ right the sticks. I mean, maybe he could have been patient and waited for Ian, but let's look at this again. So you got DJ on the cross, Ian on the cross, Richie on the hook, McCaffrey on the wheel, and Robbie on the curl. Throwing to Robbie could be there if he threw it on time, but he wasn't reading Robbie, even though Robbie was one-on-one. There's a lot of traffic in here. If you don't have McCaffrey, I thought he had McCaffrey right away during the game. This is a tight window throw. Like, that's three defenders right there. I don't like that. Not to mention he's on his hip. That's dangerous. He did get grabbed on a little bit, but I think that's dangerous. I don't like that decision. I thought maybe he could have hit Christian early, but this guy's there too. DJ settles in zone. I think this is mesh, but it's not a ton there. I probably would have worked Robbie. He's one-on-one. If you see it's a little bit too jumbled up in here, come back to your one-on-one matchup. Give your guy a shot. Give your guy a shot. He had a little bit of separation. Give your guy a shot. Pass pro was perfect this time around. Saints only brought 4. Good job in pro. Steps up in the pocket. You still got time to work. That's a tough throw. That's a tough throw, especially on fourth down. I'll take your chances with your playmaker on the outside on fourth down if that's me, when it's all jumbled up inside. I put that one on Baker. All right, here's 3rd and 2. We're in the under center finally, 3rd and 2. They could be thinking run. We've been having some decent success with the run, but this is what I'm telling you about. Get it into 3rd and short. A lot of different things are on the table when it's 3rd and short. We've been getting 3 or 4 yards per clip with Christian. That's in the equation. That means you can also play action because they may be playing run. Look at this front. 4, 5, 6. 4. Not him. He's the corner. So 5 guys on the front with 2 linebackers here. Obviously, they're going to play man coverage, guys. We already know they're going to play man. They're going to make you compete and get open. That's the thing. You have to compete and get open. You got to run your routes hard with urgency. You got to be able to separate. You got to be able to win one-on-one. We actually used pre-snap motion this time, which is cool, and play action. Try to work Christian. Could have been Christian. It would have been close. And that window is tough because Baker is short too. So I understand Baker not taking that one. Steps up in the pocket. Buys some more time. And good job by Shi Smith working back to the opposite side of the field. Baker hits him. Man, that's a good game. Way to buy time right there and make things happen. Let's look at the routes overall. See what everybody else did. Got Robbie on this backside, and we're booting to the right. Robbie's probably going to go across. Yep, he's going across. We try to get some misdirection with DJ. So DJ's not really in the play here. The options are going to be Christian, Ian Thomas right here on the short one if they over pursue. But Baker has to bow back. And then Shi was trying to work out, but they were all over him. So Shi looks back, sees a scramble drill, and breaks back. Great play. If he leaves Shi, it's a tough throw. You got a big chunk of yards here, 20-something yards here. But if he leaves Shi out and away, Shi may score. He may score. He put it right on Shi. Had he let him outside, Shi may score. He's one-on-one with the Honey Badger. We saw the Honey Badgers get ran by earlier by Chenault. Still a good play, though, overall. Chunk of yard, 24 yards on 3rd and 2. Look, the play action is an equation. When you have success on 1st and 2nd down and make 3rd down manageable and 3rd down is short, with the quality running back like Christian, the play action can open up things. It can. Granted, they had the initial play covered pretty well, but that second play, once the scramble drill starts, is everything. He finds his buddy Shy. This is a great game. Big time 3rd down conversion there to keep that drive going. Huge chunk of yards. All right, same drive, 3rd and 5. What did I tell you guys? The Saints are going to play man coverage. They're going to challenge you and make you win one-on-one. They're not going to let you run free in the zone and just make things happen and give a chance for miscommunication. They're going to make it easy. They're going to be the aggressor and make you win. Our wide receivers struggle with the sense of urgency and getting separation at times. Not that that's special for them. They don't care. They're going to play man coverage regardless. They played against the Bucs, who has weapons. They played against the Falcons. They're going to play man for better or worse against everybody, walk everybody up on the line of scrimmage, try to confuse you, and get after your quarterback in time. The Panthers spread the field this time. It's 3rd and 5, 3rd and medium, so it's a okay down in distance. Somebody has to win. Who's going to win? The Saints only end up bringing 4. He goes to the slot fade. So the reason why you want to do a fade from the slot is usually you run a vertical on the outside right here with DJ Moore or something like that. And you don't have much sideline. You want to run a slot fade when you have man coverage is because when you run that slot fade, you have a lot more room to run the hoop and get outside of that corner. Running in the straight line and trying to stay in bounds is tough, trying to get around the guy, and because the corner is always going to try to squeeze you to the sideline and use the sideline as an extra defender. So when you do it from the slot, you have 12, 15 yards of sideline to work, and the quarterback has more room on the outside to throw it on the outside shoulder away from the defender. And this is the only option because look at the routes. DJ runs a curl to the 1st down. Looks like there was an out route by Tommy Tremble. Christian's getting pressed up. They did a good job. Usually this is the down and distance you give the ball to Christian McCaffrey, but they did a good job of putting the honey badger on him, a DB, not just a linebacker who Christian abuses on the regular. Looks like that's Shy or Higgins up top. He's bracketed as well. But I don't mind giving Robbie a chance. He's the only guy that has space and opportunity. Everybody else is bracketed. Look, bracket. Robbie has a chance. You throw it, give yourself room by throwing it to the sideline, outside shoulder. The ball placement was actually decent. Look at that. Robbie just didn't get it. The defender, it's a tough catch. But, he put it out there. You can't do anything but give your guy a chance. He tried to. Look at that. Robbie is not a lot of separation, but it's outside shoulder. It just went through Robbie's hands. Try to catch it on there in time before see how close it was. There's a drop. That's a dime, dog. That's a dime. The defender can't get to it. That's a dime. You just can't come down with it. It's a tough catch. But that's what the Saints are going to do. They're going to play man coverage and try to challenge you. The pass pro was solid. Look, you got to get that other hand up. I think like he's holding maybe a little bit right there. Maybe he's holding his arm a little bit. But for what that was, he dropped that on the sideline. The only person who can get it was the wide receiver. He just didn't make that play. You see, nobody else was open across the board. The pass pro was good. Baker picked his matchup that he wanted, giving Robbie a chance. Like I said on the one play, give your playmakers a chance. He tried to. He delivered the ball. Just didn't come up with the play. So it's not really just on one person. It's a lot of people. I think Baker Mayfield could probably take the most blame, but these receivers aren't Teflon. They're not competing all the time. They're not always getting open. The Saints challenged that. They challenged it. This has been man coverage on every 3rd down we've shown except one. Every 3rd down. They're challenging them, and they're forcing them to win. This is a formula that not many teams like to play man coverage. Not many teams can play man coverage. But this is something that's going on with the Saints that they like to do. Next play, close to that dead zone. Is it field goal range? Is it not? Is it 4-down territory on the 30-yard line? Right now it'd be a 48-yarder? It's a makeable field goal for any NFL kicker, but it's 3rd and 4 right now. Third and manageable. 3rd and 4 is definitely a manageable opportunity this time. We'll see what happens. They decide to hand it off. Wow. 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 Christian McCaffrey's good at football. If you get into a down and distance where there's still an opportunity to run, that's a good thing because Christian McCaffrey is a threat. You can always give it to him, but also, like I said, that play action is a factor. He gets the ball. There's not a ton in here where he's supposed to go. You may think there's a cutback lane possibly here, but DeMario Davis feels that, and oh my goodness, he just bounces it. Look at that speed. They could have gave Icky a holding, but he just got the pancake. Good job not grabbing on Icky and putting that guy on the ground instead. That's a good job by Icky. You leave the running in quick. We do a quick snap. We tried to pull Brady. It's like Elfin got beat across his face, so that kind of muddied everything up, and this wasn't a great pull. Tries to cut back the backside A gap. The defense is pursuing, but Christian McCaffrey is good at football. Throws that guy out the way. I love watching this dude run, man. It's supposed to be down. He's supposed to kick him out. Christensen's supposed to lead up in here on this linebacker. It's jumbled up. Richie gets forced down and squeezes this hole. It's not much here to the right. Christian just makes chicken salad out of chicken doo-doo. Guy's good at football, guys. He is good at football. It's a blessing to have him on the team. All right. Next up, third down. Just the next following third down. 3rd and 6 in the red zone. You need to put up a touchdown to really give yourself some extra room. I know you got a reliable kicker, but right now you could really put the pressure on New Orleans even more than before. But it's 3rd down again. What's going on? Man coverage. Man coverage right here with Chenault. Man coverage. A little bit off this time, though. Man coverage. He's probably manning up with Chuba because it's not Christian. And we got man coverage right here. I think that's Marcus May. I don't know. But we got a 2x2 set with a tight end in the personnel. They bring 5. He just airmails it to DJ. It's short of the sticks. It was short of the sticks, but you still want to give your guy, you got to at least give your guy a chance, Baker. Give him a chance. Short of the sticks, but you still want to give your guy a chance. I'm not exactly sure what the play call was because he's blocking. I mean, he's blocking. He's blocking. Is it a screen one way with slant, flat, the opposite direction, I think? This is a very weird play call. Nobody running any routes to the end zone. No really kind of rub route. No kind of motion or anything. Pretty stagnant, even with man coverage. If they're going to run that many man coverage, and you know it, run some rub routes. So this is on McAdoo, in my opinion. Why aren't we running more rub routes? Why aren't we running more motion to create some extra room for these wide receivers off the ball? Why is everybody stagnant? We're lining up and running our offense. They're lining up and running their defense. We need to run more rub routes, like I said, to free yourself up, legal picks, whatever you want to call it. Do something, get a little bit more creative because these guys aren't winning. You got to scheme them open. These are just blocks. I don't know. I think it's supposed to be a screen this way and they block, or you can come back to this backside. Regardless, DJ's open. If you put him on him, one-on-one with number 30, make him miss a tackle, DJ may score. So Baker's got to put it on him. So play calling here. The protection is decent. It's decent, especially for the time he got it off. Protection is decent. He got to put it on him. He's got to put it on DJ. I'm not sure what happened with McCain. I'm not nuanced at quarterback with that, but I just know that's not good. And now you got to kick another field goal. You got to put it on him. But like I said, the Saints are running man coverage almost every 3rd down. They're going to challenge you. Run some rub routes. Run some man beaters. Put a little bit more sauce and pizzazz on your plays. Come on. All right, here's 3rd down and 4. 3rd down and 4. So we're still in McCaffrey territory if need be. We got, actually got 4 wide receivers. Well, no, that's Tommy Tremble. I don't know why we don't ever have 4 wide receivers. I feel like we always have to have a tight end on the field. I would love to have more speed on there. But this is a run play with an RPO option at the bottom if need be. Christian bounces it, gets the 1st down. This is that big run and ended up getting called back because of Icky's holding. I hate it for you, Christian. A 40-yard run will be negated. But like I said, when you put it in third and short, third and medium, you still leave Christian McCaffrey in the equation. Let's see if Icky held. Didn't get his hands inside. One hand inside, but his hands ended up getting outside. Icky doesn't know that this play is going to get bounced. So he grabs the guy, and he flops as well. Come on, man. That was a flop. That was a flop LeBron James would be proud of. That's a flop LeBron would be proud of. So it's 3rd and 14 now. Empty backfield. We got a tight end and 4 wide receivers. Christian is out because he's gassed after that run. They only bring 4. They don't go man because it's 3rd and 14. They're backed up. But you end up getting a little creative. This is like a screen because these guys are blocking downfield just a little bit delayed. We tried to run into Robbie one time, and he didn't really do much. Now we got a yak receiver in Chenault. Give it to him early. Let him work. Head of steam. Turns the corner. Nobody wants to get in front of that dude. Look at him. Nobody wants to get in front of that dude. Look at this. This is 200-something pounds coming. I mean, DeMario could, but he's too slow. He don't want to. Block magnet. He don't want to. Look at that. He don't want to. They don't want to tackle him with a full head of steam. Bruh is a load. This is almost just a give-up play. Try to get positive yards, see what you can get after the catch. It ends up working. You give it to him early with protection. Now downfield block. Great downfield blocking by DJ and Shy. DJ always get up slow. That pissed me off so bad. But they converted. They converted a 3rd and 13, converted the impossible, it seemed like, especially in that down and distance. But there's another 3rd down coming up on the same drive. I'll get right to it. Christian McCaffrey. This is 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3. We're in the obvious run formation. Like I said, when you go 3rd and 3, you still leave the run game as an equation. I think we're trying to run some clock out anyway. Give it to Christian. Don't do nothing too fancy. Try to push the pile. I only got 1. So obviously down in distance and timing plays a factor. There's 4 minutes and 22 seconds left in this game. You're up 22-7 right now. I understand. You want to be a little bit more aggressive maybe, but I'm sure Matt Rule's told him like, hey, Matt Rule's a big proponent of playing not to lose versus playing to win at times. So that probably came from Matt Rule, I'm assuming. Nevertheless, we're punting regardless. The end result's the same. We're punting. And this last one isn't much. We're just trying to burn some clock. Minute 14 left. It's 3rd and 5. We're not going to put it in the air. It's an obvious run formation. We try to go zone. Almost get that first down, man. That was a good push. That was a good surge by the O-line and bringing the cutback back. They're running. They have 3 down linemen here headed up on the interior. We're going to try to run zone to the right. This guy's the guy that Christian's reading. When he gets the ball, he wants to see where Corbett is blocking him. If Corbett is blocking him there and if Corbett's butt is to the left and he's blocking this guy to the right that way, Christian's going to cut back. If he's squared up, he's probably just going to try to look for a cutback or just bang it in there, get as much as he can. If he can trap this guy inside and Corbett's butt is to the right, he's going to bounce it. The rules are bang, bend, bounce. That's the order. You bang it in there if there's nothing there. You bend it back if they over pursue, or you bounce it if you can bounce when you read that guy. He gets the ball. He hasn't pushed outside, so you know it's going to be a cutback. You would like to have this lane, but obviously the linebackers are flowing. With that push from Elfline and Brady and Icky washing him down, and a good backside block by Richie putting his guy on the ground, that was a good play by 92, but Christian almost got the first down just simply on the ground. So there one more time. That's a great job by Richie. Putting that corner on the ground and collapsing that backside. Yeah, should have been a face mask. But that was the last 3rd down of the game, man. As you can see, down and distance plays a factor, but the 3rd down woes are responsible for a lot of the issues that the Panthers are having. Woo! As you can see, man, these problems are deep-rooted. You know, all the optimistic and upside I was hoping for this offense after the week 1 all-22 breakdown, I'm feeling a little bit weary. Ben McAdoo has to get a little bit more creative Run some rub routes. If they're going to play man like that, run some rub routes, some natural picks. Put the pressure on the refs to make those calls. Run some more motion. Run some more quick-hitting wide receiver screens that we've seen you do before, but to do it to the right players. Don't just do it to Robbie Anderson. So there has to be a little bit more innovation, including using Christian McCaffrey out the backfield. He is that wild card draw for that not many people can account for or cover in this NFL without putting a DB on him, and even that sometimes doesn't work. So use the pieces that you have, scheme them open. Yes, it should be a point that we have players and wide receivers that are good enough to beat man coverage, because in the NFL, one-on-one coverage is a wide receiver's dream for the most part, but it seems to be we struggle the most when that happens here. So something's got to give. You guys let me know down below in the comments, who are you blaming for the offensive woes, and did my video change your mind or anything about what happened on third down, and who's to point the finger at, and what do you think is the solution, or what you think they should do? Do you think they should put Sam Darnold in when he's healthy and bench Baker? Let me know down below in the comments, man. But without further ado, man, I'm Aaron Duncan signing off with Necessary Blunt and Sports Talk. Make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss any videos coming up in the future when we break down film. I'll see you next time. Peace.